Hi, how's it going? Welcome to our HIIT workouts. We're going to give about 30 seconds here to let anyone else who's going to join us live here join, and then we'll get started with our warm-up. All right, here we go. So welcome. Today we're going to go through a Tabata workout. So as always with our workouts, go at your own pace. Make sure you're going at an appropriate level for yourself. And then also make sure you're doing everything with proper technique. So really focus on that form. If it doesn't feel just right, think about it, take a look, maybe adjust a little bit. We just want to make sure you're getting the most out of the workouts with the least risk of injury to yourself. So we're going to get started with our warm-up. We're going to hop down on the ground. Always a good place to start here. So sitting down on my bum, left knee's forward, little triangle at the knee. My right leg's pulled in behind. My hands are going to go on either side of my left knee here, nice and tall through my spine. I'm going to hinge forward, and I'm reaching forward to really get that stretch through the glutes. So I can do a little scan back and forth, see where that feels tight. Good, and then we've kind of scanned through there. We can pop back up. We're going to walk our hands away from our feet now. It's going to create that big bow through that front side. Get a little stretch through the hip flexors, looking over that left shoulder. I can do a little rocking if I want. Weight goes on the front hand, onto the back hand. Look over that shoulder, nice little stretch. And then we can hit the other side. So mobilize the other hip. So I'm going to turn around now, and it's going to be my right knee that's pointing forward. Left leg's pulled in behind, hands on either side of the right knee, nice and tall, hinging forward from the hip. Big stretch through the glutes there. I can rock back and forth, kind of scanning to see where I feel the tightest, and then sink into that a little bit more to get that stretch. Good, from there we're going to pop up, hands on either side of the knee. I'm going to walk away from the feet, and I'm getting that stretch through the front of the left hip flexor. Looking over my right shoulder, feeling that stretch. Excellent. So we'll pop up from there, and now we're going to tie in that upper body. So it's a reaching back with my right hand, so reaching back on this 45. I'm going to bring my elbow forward, and I'm going to touch my right elbow to my left knee. Reach, elbow to knee, reach, elbow to knee, reach, elbow to knee, and we'll do one more. Good, and then we'll hit the other side. So now it's left arm reaches back on the 45, elbow to knee, reach, reach, and one more. And that's great. So now we're going to add in a little bit of leg, a little bit of core rotation. So I'm going to lunge forward with my left leg. I'm going to rotate to my left, and then I'm going to drive back up. So lunge, load the leg, rotate, back up. Lunge, load the leg, rotate, back up. And we'll do one more. So land on that leg, little turn, drive back up. Now I hit the other side. So right leg, turn, drive back up. Right leg, turn, drive back up. Two more. Turn, drive back up. One more. Turn, and back up. And great. So as I said, we're going to go through a Tabata today. So we're all warmed up, ready to go. First exercise we're going to do is a straight leg glute bridge. So I'll be lying on my back for this. So you get on your back. Legs are straight. You're just going to push your heels into the ground, and the glutes are just going to come off the ground. Okay? So it's going to really hit our hamstrings and our glutes. So pop down on the ground. And I'll get us started here in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So 20 seconds of work, and then we'll have 10 seconds of rest. So pushing those heels into the ground, squeezing the glutes, and that's driving our hips up off the ground. Okay, so a lot of hamstring work here, and the glutes as well. Almost there, keep pushing, and time. So now we're resting. We're just gonna stay here, because we're going to do that for 8 more rounds. So it's really going to build up through the hamstrings. We got 3, 2, 1. We're starting again. So squeeze those glutes. Hips come up off the ground as we push those heels into the ground. And time, we're resting again. Whew, I'm definitely feeling the hamstrings already. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We're working again, pushing those heels into the ground, nice straight legs. Feel lots of tension on the hamstrings. If you need a little rest, no problem, take that little rest. We're going at our own pace here. And time, we're resting again. So at least the rest is good. We're lying down for that. That's nice. Oh, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Really building up on the hamstrings for me. I don't know about you guys, but they are burning right now. Okay, resting again. So I think that puts us about halfway. Okay, get starting again here. And go. Oh man, they are burning on every rep. Just go at your pace, okay? I'm taking a little rest in here because my hamstrings are screaming at me. You do what you can do, okay? It's a lot of work focused on that one area of the body, and we're resting now. Whew, so I need a little rest in between there. Whew. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So I'm doing a rep, rest, rep, rest, rep, rest. You do what you need. If you're still powering through, great work. Try to get one more in here. And we're resting again. Good work, everybody. Good work. I think we've got 2 rounds left here. 2 rounds. Go at your pace. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm not going nearly as high either now, I can feel. How about you guys? Really squeeze those glutes. Push the heels in, lift the hips. Push the heels in, lift the hips. Whew. And time. We're resting again. Good work, good work. 1 set left. Okay, and here we go. Last one. Make the most of it. Try and get as many reps as you can, but if you need to rest in between, no problem. Trying to push out a few here at the end. Whew. The hamstrings are feeling those, so we're resting. Good work, everybody. We got a little recovery here. Grab a drink of water if you need. So our next exercise is going to be prone eye raises. So it's for the upper back. So it's great, our legs will get a break. So prone eye raises, we're going to be lying down on our chest, our stomach. Arms are going to be up like this, like an eye. And then we're just going to be lifting, just lifting our hands just off the ground. So they may only lift a little bit. If this is kind of too difficult of a position for you, no problem. You can bring your hands down to wherever feels comfortable for you. But if you can, try and have the hands up like that. Your head, chest, hips will all stay in contact with the ground as we go through it. Same style. So let's get down there. So down on our chest and stomach. And we'll get started here. So arms are going to be up above us if we can. If that's a little too difficult, we can bring them down a little bit to the side. And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we're just lifting with that upper back just off the ground. So lifting the hands up, whatever is comfortable for you. We're trying to not get that lower back too engaged though. So only lift as high as it's the upper back doing the work. We're resting now. 10 seconds rest. 3, 2, 1, and here we go again. Good, really engage that upper back. You'll feel your rotator cuff working, so kind of the back of the shoulder as well. Try to keep your neck pretty relaxed. And we're resting. Good, so again, we got 10 seconds. Goes quick. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Almost there, keep pushing if you can. And time. Whew. Small movement, but it really engages those muscles that need to work. They don't get enough work during the day usually. Okay, here we go again. And time. Whew. I think that puts us halfway. We got 4 sets left, 4 rounds left. Okay, get ready and go. And time. We're resting. I'm starting to feel the muscles burning back there, that's for sure. Okay, we're getting set. And here we go. Good, good work. So as you're going through, try and keep that arm as straight as you can. Try not to bend the elbows too much. Okay, here we go again. And time. Okay, 1 round left, 1 round left. Whew. Keep that up. And here we go. Last round. And time. Whew. Good work. Seems like a small movement, but really challenges those muscles back here, back of the shoulder, in between the shoulder blades. So it's a great one for keeping us in that nice upright posture. So a really good one to add into our workouts. Okay, so the next one's going to be a core exercise. So we have a minute to rest. Grab a drink if you need. So it's going to be a low plank tap out. So we'll be in the low plank position, and then we're just going to be tapping our foot out to the side. So we'll be down like so, tap out, tap out. Okay? So we'll be alternating back and forth like that for the 20 seconds. Then we'll get our 10-second rest. Same style. So I'm going to grab a quick drink here, and then we'll get started with that. All right, here we go. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. So get started. We're down on the mat, low plank, so it's off our forearms. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So starting that first. So core's tight, foot goes out, just taps out to the side. So keep that nice straight line. Don't let your back drop. Don't let your hips hike up, okay? Out, out. If that's a little bit too challenging, you could always just do a lift, lift, okay? So that's a little regression option if you need it. Okay, so we're resting. Those are our first 20 seconds. So getting back down, we got 3, 2, 1. We're back in our plank, and out, 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 out. Good. Keep that core engaged. Little movement through the hips. So minimize that movement as you step out to the side. Okay, if things are getting too challenging, we can just go into the regular plank, just a nice straight line. If you're starting to feel your back, you just drop down. Okay, we're resting. key here is we want to feel this all engaged. So if you put your hand on your stomach, give a little cough, you'll feel that engage. That's that brace that we want. Okay, we're back in the plank. That tension, feel that brace through your core, creating that stiffness with your abdominal muscles. Keep pushing, and we're resting. Good job, good job. Starting to feel that build up now. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we're back down. Whew, feel that by the end. Okay, halfway. Okay, get set. 3, 2, 1, back in our plank. If you're like me, you start to feel it adding up, no problem. Just take a second, right? Take a second in between to kind of rest a little, decrease the intensity, and then we can go again. Okay, you want to keep that form good as we're working through the exercise. And time. Ooh, 3 rounds left. 3 rounds left. 2, 1, here we go. Almost there. And time. Resting. 2 rounds left. 2 rounds left. You're doing great. Keep pushing. And here we go. And time. Okay, last one's coming here. 5 seconds. Get set. And here we go, last round. So keep that core tight. Focusing on that good form. And time. Good work, everyone. We did it. We made it through that round. Always find the core stuff quite challenging, but very important. Very important for maintaining that back health. So we got a little breather. Let's take a minute, catch our breath. So next one's Sumo Deadlifts. So we're going to take a nice wide stance. We're going to hinge from the hip. Knees will go out. Torso is going to hinge forward. Okay, and then we'll stand back up tall. From the side, looks like this. Nice wide stance. Hinge. Okay, and then back up nice and tall at the top. So it's a little hip hinge forward. Just that wide stance, sumo stance. So let's get into that one. So get started in 3, 2, take your wide stance, and 1, here we go. So hinge. Up. You can think like you have a bar or a dumbbell in the hands if you want. You're going to hinge forward, back up. Key here again. Keep that nice flat back. So the hips will go back a little, the torso will go forward. At the top, you're standing tall, squeezing your glutes. So we're resting. I'm just going to stay in my wide stance position here, my sumo stance. Because we're going to start again. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So hinging, stand tall. Hinge, stand tall. Good, the knees kind of push out. We get a little stretch there as we go down as well. Working our hamstrings, our glutes, back of the legs. Working on this pattern so we're able to lift. Okay, time, we're resting. 5 seconds. And here we go. Hinge. Back stays flat. Almost there. And time. 3, 2, 1, and go. Please squeeze the glutes to stand up tall at the top there. Extending the hips, so hips go back, hips go forward. And time. 10 seconds, halfway, okay? So we got a little breather here, and then we've got 4 rounds left to finish out these sumos. Nice wide stance, here we go. Hinge, up, push the foot in the ground, squeeze the glutes to get those muscles working to extend the hip. Down, only whatever range is comfortable for you. So if it's only to here where you keep the back flat, then that's what you're gonna do, okay? And do what's right for you. Time. So we're resting again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Stand tall, squeeze the glutes, and then back down into that hinge. Keep yourself moving as best you can with good form. This should be all hamstrings and glutes. You shouldn't really feel your low back. If you feel in your low back, you may be going a little too low, or you may be rounding the back as you're going down. Time. So we're resting. 2 rounds left. Good work, everyone. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Pushing the whole foot into the ground as you're standing up. Push the foot in and stand tall. Don't want to arch your back at the top either. And time. All right, 1 round left. 10 seconds. Couple quick breaths. And here we go. Okay, 10 seconds left. Keep that form good. Last 10 seconds. And time. Good work, good work. So that's Sumo Deadlifts down. 1 exercise left, so we've got 1 minute, catch our breath. It's gonna be same side dead bug. So I'm gonna take a drink, then I'll demonstrate, then we'll get started. All right, so same side dead bug. So we're down on the ground, we're on our backs, hands are gonna be right up above our shoulders, lift our knees and feet up, so we've got this 90-degree at the hip. Same side dead bug, so both arms are gonna go out, or arm and leg on the same side are gonna go out, and then they're gonna come back up. Arm and leg on the other side, back up. I think what we're gonna do, just so I don't get confused as I'm going through the movements, we'll do all one side for 1 set, and then on the next round we'll do the other side, okay? So here we go. Ooh. I'm gonna stop this. Okay, so we're gonna get down on your back, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Right side. I'm gonna start with my right leg, my right arm going out, my core staying tight as those limbs move away from my middle, so it's staying engaged. I'm not arching, I'm not flattening my back, I'm just keeping it engaged, or keeping my core engaged. And time. So we're resting. 10 seconds, so it's gonna go quick, and then we're right back up in this position. It'll be our left side going this time. Okay, so we're up, and now it's left arm, left leg going out. Core stays tight. Reaching those limbs out, keep that core braced so it's engaged almost like a plank. It's stabilizing as those limbs are moving away from our midline. And we're resting. Good work, good work. A few breaths, and then we'll be hitting the right side. Okay, here we go in position. So right limbs. If this is getting a little hard, you don't have to reach them out quite as far. You could bend the foot or bend the knee a bit more and just put it down like that instead of reaching all the way out. Okay, so you adjust as you need. Okay. Okay, left side, here we go. So you're going to get some core. You may even find you get a bit of hip flexor here as well, because the hip flexor is engaging as you're reaching that leg out, and then as you're also pulling it back in. And time. Ooh, how many rounds are we at? Okay, we're halfway. Starting to feel it now. Usually about that halfway point where it really starts to add up. Start to feel that accumulation of all the reps. Almost there. And time. We're resting. Okay, and here we go, and legs go back up. Now it's our left side, we're reaching out. If you're going with me, if you're on your own, you know which side you're doing here. Keep that core engaged as the leg reaches out. And time, we're resting. Okay, 2 rounds, 1 each side. Keep that technique clean, keep that core engaged. Shouldn't feel anything in your low back. Start to feel the low back, you just need to rest. Just either hold that, you can hold this position if you start to feel the low back, or you can drop the legs down and just take a little break. I definitely feel it at that end range though, as I'm reaching out there. I feel the core engaging to stabilize everything. And we're resting. Okay. One left. Got this, we got this. Okay, here we go. Good, keep that tension, bracing the core as you reach out. And time. We did it! Yes! Alright, let's see if I can get up now, see if my core can engage to bring me back up. Let's roll on my side. Alright, good work. So we grab a drink. I'm gonna hydrate here, very important. And my hip flexors are feeling it after that dead bug. So let's start with a quad hip flexor stretch. So you can grab onto something if you need. Grab the foot, pull it towards the bum. Push the hip forward into a little bit of extension. Keep your core tight. And just feel that little stretch through the front of the hip. Maybe even into the core after all that core work, and definitely probably through the quad. Breathing, so big deep breaths as we're cooling down here. So we'll do the same on the other side. And grab that other foot, pull the heel towards my bum. Breathe in through that. Good, so now we're going to stretch the back side of the body. So we're going to reach up to the ceiling, hinge forward from the hips, letting our body fall forward, and then walking back up. Reach. Hinging forward, feeling that stretch through the hamstrings, calves, low back maybe. Big breath in, exhale and reach. Good. Then we're going to do a little lat and a little QL into the core maybe a bit. Let's just get in this lunge position. Then from here, we're going to reach the hand up, and then we're going to lean to the side. Okay? So you may feel a little through your lat. You may feel it, for me, I feel a bit more through my core. Keep that arm nice and straight, just kind of letting it drop off to the side. Always breathing. So hit the other side now. So it's going to be left knees down. I'm going to reach that same side hand up. And then I'm just going to lean over to my right. Lengthening everything down that left side. And that's it. So awesome work. Made it through the HIIT workout. So great way to end the day. Have an amazing evening, and hopefully see you back here soon. Bye.